guys, so for today's video I am going to be using Dollar Tree supplies. So I got this artist oil color pad. It's got 12 sheets. It's 5x7. I don't know if there was any other really important information on this. No, not really. So it's textured. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it does have a nice texture to it. It's thicker. I wouldn't say it's the thickest. And it's in like note memo pad style, which I hate. The watercolor paper, or any paper really. I like mine to have a spiral bound. Or more book-like. I mean, I'll probably use it, it's already pulling apart. And then I also got this fine and chisel nib inking pens, also from Dollar Tree. If you hear any noise, it's my cat exploring, well, one of my cats, she's a kitten, exploring my desk currently. Thank you, Raina. Thank you. Yeah, so it's got the chisel and the fine, and it is I just bought a Cricut, so they're really curious about it, and it's on top of this metal shelving unit I have next to my desk, so that's what that was. It's got fast drying water-based ink. It says apparently it won't fade. Meets safety standards. That's kind of nice. So what I did was today when my mom was at the doctor appointment, I went with her and I just doodled my crow chick with a, let's see, with my light blue Kohl Erase Prismacolor pencil. It's like my favorite, and she's kind of known for having this color, so the first time I drew her and then the second time I drew her, whoop, my bad, and then I used like this polymer eraser. I forgot what it was called for a second there. It's kind of late here and I'm doing this because everyone's sleeping, so my brain is not functioning today. And actually this held up really well erasing. Like, I erased her nose a ton of times because I couldn't get her nose right, and the shading, it was pretty easy to shade. The pencil does come off the paper very easily, so I'm really curious to see how it holds up with these markers. Now you'll get to watch me struggle opening this because I am incapable of opening anything. I also always use my first page of any sketchbook as a test page for my materials that I use. So I'm gonna test it on that first. I hate opening stuff. Okay. And I got this really cute dry erase tin that matches the color of my, it's like the color of my iPad, the color of my blanket, the color of my decorations in my room. And I just want to keep my like fine liners and pens and stuff in there that I use because it matches my desk and I love it. So I'm gonna use this, and the ink stain is from another drawing of my crow babe in a sweater, so I'll put that down as a safety thing. And I'm gonna try the chisel because I actually really like chisels. Ugh. So it is nicely hard to open. That's good to keep in mind. It does dry really fast. Oh my. I don't know if you can see how fast that dries. It does look kind of streaky, so let's see. Oh, I'm surprised it's not bleeding through. So that was after 2 coats. Let's see if I got a pen so I can label this so I can remember. There we go, I got enough. One of my favorite mechanical pencils. I actually got this Pentel Sharplet 2 from, it's 0.5 and it's made in Japan. I got this from St. Vincent's. It's like my favorite mechanical pencil because it's nice and tiny, and I have super tiny hands, you guys. So it's really nice when they make tiny pencils for me. So 2, and I'll just put LM. I know what these are, but I'll just do it anyway. So I'm kind of curious. 1, 2, 3. It's still not bleeding through. Wow, after 3 coats. 4 and 5. Okay, so we'll put 5. I'm gonna put little tiny C's because that's normally what I do. LM. Yeah, look at that. 5 coats of ink and it's still, I mean, the paper is really soft here. I mean, you can see it when you bend the paper that it's soft. But it didn't bleed through, so that's actually kind of impressive. I don't think this piece of paper is gonna last long. It's gonna fall out of the sketchbook. I mean, it was only $1. Alrighty, so, oh, I didn't test out my thin. Like, I wanted to, should probably do that. I got so excited by the chisel, I didn't even care about the thin tip. Oh, it is pretty thin. It looks kind of triangle-ish. Oh, I don't know if you can tell that. And I hit my stand, so now it's moving. Because the paper is so textured, it is a little bit hard to get nice, straight. Well, I mean, if you do that, you can get it. But I mean, like, when I tried writing slowly, it kind of doesn't come out as fine. And now my cats are playing in the boxes that my Cricut came in. Which, by the way, was really nicely packaged. Tons of that plastic air stuff. Alrighty, so you can't really get a whole lot of thin lines. I'm trying my best to see it. Thin the thickness, that's kind of about it. But it's kind of hard to get. I mean, those were nice lines, but. Alrighty. Excuse me. I gotta pick up my cat. Oh, you're so cute. Go on. Go on. Alrighty. Leah, you're running. Go on. Go on. Alrighty, I'm back. I had to shoo my cat out of my room because she was going to cause too much trouble. Yeah, you can tell as it's kind of drying it is a little, where I did the 5 coats, it's kind of a little softer, but not too bad. Could be worse. Yeah, Mateo, let's just destroy everything. Okay. I love that the caps fit on the end. Well, that's so nice, because otherwise I will lose it. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff. I kind of like that it doesn't bleed. Like sometimes water-based or even alcohol-based, I noticed too, they bleed when you put them down, and it doesn't look that good. It annoys me. This seems to be doing fairly well. I should probably use a thin tip. If I would use chisel, or I normally ink with a paintbrush. So chisels, for some reason, make me really happy because it's not what I'm normally used to. So it like pushes me out of my comfort zone, which I really like. And the paper is, as I'm inking, is lifting a little bit. So that was kind of annoying. I am going to hold on. I normally use these for watercolor, but I don't like how much this page keeps moving. So I'm just going to clip them. And I got such baby. I'm not very strong, so bear with me. I'm just gonna clip them here by the face because that's where I care the most about the lining. Well, I'll clip one by the face and then I'll clip one down here. There we go. Okay. Now it's kind of rocky, but I have to take that over poofy paper. Okay. Yeah, I'll just use the chisel. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Here where I live, we've been having really bad cold spells. I'm actually really sick of winter. My grandparents are moving to Colorado in a couple days. I gotta go help them move. I'm supposed to go have dinner and hang out with them tomorrow. So I wasn't gonna stay up too late. Well, that's not happening. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my fine liner and fix her face because her area, I don't know what that's called, but the area right by her eye, I always want to call it, like, in my head, this probably sounds really stupid, but in my head I call it the eye cheek, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called. I don't know why I call it that, but I do. Alrighty. So some of the paper, I can't tell if that's the paper coming off or if it's the marker. So that's interesting. You know, honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot harder than it actually is. Maybe it's because I grew up using such... Here. Oh, well, it's dry erase, so let's see if that works. It did. I'm going to rotate this so I can get a better... I rotate my pages all the time. One of the things that made me hesitant about making a YouTube channel was how much I rotate my sketchbooks. Also, normally, because I didn't wear my glasses for years, I keep my face really close to the sketchbook, and so through the entire video, if I did that, you would just see my head. So I try my best not to do that because I don't think anyone really cares about what my head looks like. So I am noticing the paper is starting to feel a little bit weak, even though I don't know if it's because I'm putting more pressure on it because I'm trying to get more of a straight line. Than it was when I, well, no, I think it might just be the fine tip, because when I work with the chisel, I mean, you can feel the paper is a little soft. That's not too bad. I mean, it's just kind of like when you use watercolor on not that thin, I mean, not that thick of paper, like a really, really tiny weight. Yeah, so it seems to glide better and move better than the fine tip, maybe because it's more pointy, so it like rips up the paper a little bit, whereas with the chisel it just kind of just does its thing. I think I got these at the Dollar Tree in a city by where I live, so I think like Madison, because my Dollar Tree doesn't carry these. We do carry markers, which are really, really nice, that I really like. They're like brush tip markers, but I'd like to do a video with those too, because I really actually like them, but I haven't seen these yet. My Dollar Tree is really small, so it doesn't really carry a whole lot of things. The Dollar Tree where I first grew up is like the model Dollar Tree, so they have tons of stuff. Oh, that dry is actually not soft anymore if you feel the other side, so I wonder if I can layer this to make it not so streaky. I don't even know if this marker is going to last that long, because I can already tell it's kind of giving up. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but Not exactly a happy marker. So hopefully I can at least get her, yeah, I can at least get her hair all one color. But I don't know how I'm gonna fix all that streak because that's hideous. I mean, I got that side nice. I mean, it's a little streaky, but not too bad. Like, it could be worse, like this side. So, I wonder if... I think since I started downwards, I'm gonna go back over it side to side to help eliminate the streak. And at least if the streak is gonna go sideways, it's a little more interesting. Oh, look at the paper warping. I messed up right there. Garbage. Yeah, I'm not used to really drawing at this angle. At least it dries really fast so I can get a general idea of what it's gonna look like when it's completely dry. I mean, I'm kind of really major layering it, so it's taking a little bit longer to dry than normal, but not too bad. I mean, way long. It dries way faster than my indie ink does, which I get from Walmart for pretty cheap. I mean, I'd like to venture out into the inks because as much as I love my India ink that I buy from Walmart because I'm cheap, I really like markers, and I don't like that my India ink bleeds really bad with my markers. Like, when I first bought markers, because I went through I know it was Tori, Juicy Ink. I went through a Juicy Ink phase, who's a YouTuber on Facebook, and she uses markers all the time. And young Mateo was like, oh, I have money now. I'm an adult. I'm gonna get markers and be like Tori. So I did. And all I ever... Oh, garbage. Is that... I can't tell if that's an eraser piece or a piece of paper. Well. Oh well. Yeah, see this piece right here? It's really bothering me. Stop. Get some help. Okay. I'm just like wiping it off on this page down here. Alrighty. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I bought alcohol markers off of Wish. I mean, I still have them, and I bought some more because I wanted to make a Wish video because I use Wish art supplies all the time, and actually some of it's pretty good. And I tried it with my India ink. This first drawing I had done that I still have because I really like it. It's like this unicorn girl, and I did kind of recently redraw her on my Instagram, but if I'm gonna be honest, the original is much better because I kind of was going through that original anime style from like the 70s phase. So she's got like these really unique eyes that I mean, I actually just really like it. And the lilies I drew were just really exceptional because I was also drawing flowers a lot back then, and I hardly ever draw flowers now, so it was kind of weird to draw flowers. And I kind of was lazy. I really didn't want to. So the original looks so much better. But I had a lot of fun coloring the new one. I didn't really enjoy coloring the old one since it was kind of a new material to me. And now that I've used them a little bit more and feel a little bit more confident, it's more enjoyable and not really knowing what I'm doing. I really hate that shoulder. Just throwing it out there. Oh well. So I'm just gonna go over these little bit of weird spots I'm seeing that I don't like. It's gonna fun to color her mouth. Or I should say ink her mouth. Because it's kind of hard to get tiny lines with this thing. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it's not really my style because I don't normally use, I'm going to take this off so I can ink her eyes. I don't normally use lines this big. Oh, I bent in my paper. They're like super tight. I kind of hate them, but I kind of need them, so that's why I have them. I'm gonna color in her eye first because it's my like favorite part to color. Oh, it's gonna be really hard to do her. It's gonna be really hard to do her eyelashes. I didn't think about that. It's gonna be hard enough to do her brow hairs. Okay, she's got a. Did that just bleed? Oh, I'm not that bad at coloring. We're gonna just do that. She's got a beauty mark like right there. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's that stupid piece on the tip of the marker. That's really, really, really annoying. Okay, I guess it wasn't too hard to do her eyelashes. Now that I've finished inking it, I'm gonna see how well this goes over this. My phone died, so I can't really use, oh ew, I can't really use my reference, so I'm just kind of going off of memory of how she kind of looked. Oh, sorry, that was my neck. Like I said, it's kind of been a long day. Although if I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like a more simplified look. Always kind of have. And I'm digging for my blue pencil right now, so I can. Oh, it's kind of nice since it dries really fast. I can just go over it with my pencil. She has more of a darkened eye and nose area. I kind of also wanted to shade her, you know, just like, I don't know what they're called. I call them like fleshly points or whatever. There's points I think that are like more rosy and fleshly. It sounds weird. This is why I keep most of my thoughts in my head, because when you say them out loud, it's kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of terrifying. So, just got a little bit more shading to her nose. And she's done. She actually turned out pretty cute. I'm kind of curious on what the... Well, I should probably write my... 2019, bros. Okay. Check out her other side. See what she looks like. She bled a little bit. Not too bad. the paper's drying already, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you see these and you try them out, let me know what you think. They're made in the USA, so I wonder if they're any good to other artists. And, you know, more than just doodling, I guess, because that's pretty much all this was. I mean, this was a fast doodle, fast inking. So you have to let me know if any of you guys try them out. What you guys think? So I hope you have an awesome night. And I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed and cuddle with my cats. So love ya. See ya. Good night.